Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. Pubcast. We're at the Mac Shack with Martelle, Mikael, and Randy. What's up, guys?
Good. What's up?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it is afternoon. It is about almost 2 o'clock. So, little shorter show. I'm actually this week going to be at the Arnold.
The Arnold Classic.
Yes, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, helping set up, tear down.
Not busy at all.
No, not doing a damn thing. Taking
Better
photos,
you than me.
Running video, maybe do some on-air talking, Keller commentating. But Michael had shown me that he had this bottle of Handy and Schiller, which is a signature cocktail. It is a barreled old-fashioned.
It's a handy cock.
It's a handy cock. It's a Handy Schiller. It's a barreled old-fashioned from Buffalo Trace. So it's made by Buffalo Trace. It is a pre-made old-fashioned that I assume they re-barrel, like finish in a barrel.
Yep.
Mike and I were talking about this prior to like any show we recorded, that most, to me and to him, that most pre-made old-fashions are sweet, like overly sweet. And need to be cut.
Had pre-made old-fashioned mixes gifted to me by a somewhat fan of the show, but a buddy of mine, 2 years ago, and I never brought it because it wasn't bad, but I knew you would hate it.
Was it Watershed or?
No, I forget the name of it.
Yeah, Watersheds is not good.
It's sweet.
No,
It's
this was just a mix, so you had to add the whiskey too.
Well, I have one of those in the house.
But,
too.
yeah,
we add like a tablespoon or a teaspoon to whiskey, and it's good in a pinch.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I was just like, eh. Like
I don't mind having these on hand for when I am just being lazy.
Do they go bad? Because I've still got them.
No,
Because
maybe I'll bring them
in
then.
the fridge. Yeah,
they haven't been in the fridge.
This one,
They've been in my cabinet.
nosing this one smells sweet.
yeah. It's I had it last night for the first time.
It does smell sweet. There's a lot on the back of the label too.
Yeah,
Like a lot of small
there's a lot of, it's old fashioned made with Buffalo Trace bourbon whiskey, Paychuds, Peychaud's, bitters. There's no
Peychaud's.
It's Peychuads, Peychaud's, bitters, and caramel Keller.
I don't speak Spanish.
Right. So I'm not going to read all
Orleans.
this. That's a New Orleans birthplace, cocktails, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Handy and Schiller Old Fashioned is crafted using Buffalo Trace and Peychaud's. The cocktail rested in Buffalo Trace barrels at a renowned Buffalo Trace distillery in Kentucky. Under the watchful eye of the master distiller. I doubt that he was literally watching this. But it's the perfect marriage.
He glanced at it as he walked by.
He looked at it and went, fucking pre-made bullshit.
He saw a picture of it online.
It's the perfect marriage of balance of flavorful, old-fashioned cocktail and a vibrant flavor of bourbon barrels, garnished over ice or neat with an orange. Get after it.
We don't have an orange or ice.
We don't. We
It
could.
does smell like an old fashioned.
But it smells like an old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Now, like I
smells-
said,
it smells sweet because it's meant. It's
meant
not
to be.
just whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do like this glass.
Yeah, I really
This is
like
a
these
great
glasses.
fucking glass, by the way. Most old-fashioned mixes that I've had, like I said, are overly sweet, and I usually have to cut them. You're almost 1-to-1 with whiskey to
Yeah.
kill that
Yeah.
that bitter or that
candy
sweetness. Yeah. So
And that's what this is. This is
it smells like an old-fashioned.
Yeah.
It smells like it has caramel coloring in it.
Yeah. Looks good. Smells good. Does it taste good? We shall see.
It's not as sweet as others that I've had.
Stay
No, it
tuned
is not.
after these messages from our sponsors.
But it is very very sweet.
It's oily.
Yeah. It's very sweet. It's very thick in its viscosity, oily.
What's the proof on this?
Probably 40, I guess.
84, 42%.
42.
It's good, but that's why I asked Michael if he had Buffalo Trace to grab, so that we can kind of nix that
Cut it a
sweetness.
little, yeah.
I'm gonna do that now. Or actually, are you grabbing ice? Yeah. Oh, he's grabbing ice. So hold on.
Okay.
Not gonna cut that yet. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be somewhat of a shorter show probably for a Monday,
Very good.
or for a Tuesday show, and then probably not have anything for a Friday show. Thank you, sir. And give this a little swirl, see what it is.
That's how I tried it. It's how I tried it the first time. Was on ice.
Was on ice, and I think that's how you should
Well, if you're doing an old fashioned, yeah.
do an old fashioned is on ice. Now the orange garnish, I don't necessarily say you need.
Yeah, I don't think you need it, but a lot of premix stuff, it's just hard to replicate. It's kind of like...
Needs to sit a little longer.
Yeah,
I was looking to see. I had made a pre-made old fashioned myself, but I drank it all.
I should. I ordered a smoking kit. So Aged in Ore has a really, really nice fog hat oak smoking kit.
One of the ones that sits over
It
top.
sits on top, but it's huge. I mean, the thing has got to probably be 4 inches in diameter. Like, it's big enough to sit on any glass that you want to use or mixer, because that's when I make mine. I smoke it into the shaker or the mixer, and then do everything that way. That way, I don't know if it infuses it more or not. But
I thought Foghead did that song "Slow Ride."
that's Fog Hat. Yes.
Whoa, take it easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only lyrics I know.
Yeah.
That's not a one-hit wonder. Foghat was a one-line wonder.
Yes.
I don't even remember the rest of the song.
I don't either. But it was agent. It was like $100 piece, or for the kit. I bought it. I'm like, fuck it. I got Amazon credits.
There you go.
Bought it anyway.
Heck yeah.
Used it once. I have shitty bitters, so my drink did not come out very well.
You have shitters.
I don't like, and there's a bug now in my old fashioned. I'll probably end up drinking it anyway with the bug. It's almost like Jurassic Park.
Hey.
Like, well, there's two
You
bugs.
know what that
in there.
means?
It's an amber liquid.
Yeah, there's 2 little bugs.
The
in
Rube
there.
would say you don't have a
Do you want
bug
a
in your
new
liquor.
glass?
That just means you don't have any bugs
No.
in your stomach.
We'll just
It's roughage, as my grandmother used to say.
There you go.
It's
Fiber.
protein. It's protein.
Yeah.
Protein. It's fine. I don't
I've
care.
had crickets.
Fuck it.
I've had crickets.
Crickets,
Not bad.
grasshoppers, or
Yeah, they're
ants.
fine. Ants. I used to eat ant heads when I was in middle school. They taste like sweet tarts. They're pretty good. But I don't remember what I was saying.
I don't either. Because now we're just talking about eating
Ants in
bugs.
the pants.
I got distracted by there's
Party
We just
soda.
went full Bear Grylls.
there's little-
We're drinking pee and eating bugs.
I got little bugs in here.
The worst thing I saw was,
It's fine.
Yeah, you do.
how do you have bugs? I don't. I guess I never look in my glass. I just go, whiskey. Drink up.
It just means you won't have bugs in your gut. We've learned that from Rube.
Yeah. You just want
I'm telling you, Rube Waddell's now one of my all-time favorite people ever. And I don't know when this show's getting released, but if you haven't listened to that episode,
Oh, this episode will be after that
Okay.
episode, so that's fine. Because this will be released probably
when you're at the Arnold.
when I'm at the Arnold.
Arnold.
Yeah, I got to do setup. I'm the director of photography for the Arnold Gathering, so made up title.
Humble brag.
Made up title for a made up position that I just took over last year because they don't have a photographer anymore. So I stepped in.
Great gig to walk into.
Right. It pays nothing. It's amazing.
Yeah, but do you get in?
Oh, for free, yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So it's fine.
I was about to say, and
works out.
every day.
Yeah,
No,
every day.
It's like one of those people that want you for their wedding.
Last year
We'll
was
pay
what,
you
Middle
an
West?
exposure.
Yeah.
Last year, Middle West we had bottles and
Yeah. Middle West was the primary sponsor for the online portion, not
Yeah.
for.
Speaking of bottles, you just reminded me.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm really excited about this. So my buddy Turtle that I talked about last episode called me about wanting a 1939 Chevy or GM truck.
okay.
But then also, he's got a buddy that has dual citizenship here and in the UK.
Okay.
He's going to the UK. He's going to try and get us some of that stuff that Patrick gets that we can't.
Oh, okay.
And a bottle of Blanton's Green.
The bottle of Bland's Green would be amazing.
So he said, yeah, if you guys get that, we'll do at least samples. And
100%.
I was like, dude, we'll just have you on the show.
Yeah.
Like,
Turtle
Yeah.
can just.
if you're coming,
He can just come turtle.
bring your white trash butt from the hilltop down here.
But
Anyway, sorry, I just got
No,
really
you're
excited
fine.
about that because
So what do you think so far? After it sat on ice, my cube's about halfway gone. So, and I've just been kind of mixing. And
It's better. It's still sweet.
Still sweet.
It's candied sweet. It's artificial sweet is the
That's
problem.
way too much. Holy shit! I way overpoured that shit.
It's hard to
big bottle.
it's hard to pour out of a gallon.
Yeah, that was way too much. Holy shit!
I'll just hand it to you.
And I've got to drive home. God damn. All right.
You're not going to taste any sweetness in yours. That's
No, that came.
That's a good pour.
Jesus, that was like someone turned the faucet on full bore.
Yeah, I just put a tiny splash in mine
That's all I wanted.
because I also had to drive home and after seeing what you
that
did.
does it.
But that did it.
Yep.
That definitely did it.
Well, yeah, you're just drinking Buffalo Trace now.
Yeah, for the most part. I can still taste the old fashioned in it, but holy shit. I feel like I need to, let's just add more old fashioned mix.
Yeah.
Just keep going back and forth until we get it right.
I need a bigger
I'll get you a
cup.
bigger glass.
Yeah.
Can I use that pitcher?
Give me that pitcher. No, I think
that's better.
I think, and like I said before, anytime I've ever had an old fashioned mix, like a pre-made, it has to be cut with something that it's made with, like
Or
See, the-
more bourbon in general.
The mix I have,
Yes.
maybe I should bring it, but again, it's not
bring
in the
it.
fridge. So I've just had it in my
It
cabinet.
should be okay.
But it's just the mix. Like it's like
It's syrup.
bring your own whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like don't just
BYOW.
drink this. Right.
Yeah. This is good
This
with
is better.
the addition of
Yeah, I agree.
Buffalo Trace.
So I've had this.
It wasn't bad without it.
No.
Like it wasn't the worst thing I've ever had
I
by far.
just finished off the bullet version of this.
How was that one? Because I've seen that in the
Same.
store and I've been hesitant.
Same.
Same?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just like again, it's
Yeah,
like
any pre-mixed stuff, it's
it's always going to tend to be sweeter. I have found
I agree.
because that suits more people's tastes.
Yeah. I don't like an old fashioned sweet,
well in the vast
but I don't like it with a lot of bitters
Martelle
either.
ruined me by exposing me to a wide variety, a world of whiskey
You're
and
welcome.
bourbon. So when I taste the cheap stuff now, I go, okay, it is like some of it I'm okay with,
Right.
but it is what it is.
Right.
Like Bullet's,
you're right,
Bullet,
most
Bullet
people-
is mass produced, but it's
No, I love
perfectly
Bullet.
fine.
Yeah,
but
and I don't think Bullet.
stuff like the premix stuff like this.
Maker's Mark, mass produced.
Yeah,
very good.
And I don't
Yeah.
think Bullet's cheap. Like
No,
it is
it's
less
$40 a bottle.
expensive, but I think they produce a really good
Oh, no,
everyday
For what it is,
drinker. Like
Last 2
drink it
years-
neat, drink it on ice, drink it as a mix.
Yep.
I'd say the last 2 years that's been our Super Bowl bet.
Yeah,
Just get a bottle of Bullet.
we didn't do that this year,
Yeah, we did.
did we?
I brought you one. Oh no,
No, that was
No, we
last
didn't.
year.
We
That
didn't.
was
That was
last
last
year.
year. We didn't do a Super Bowl bet this year for Bullet.
I bet on the Chiefs.
I bet Philly.
Me too.
I bet Philly.
The Chiefs was my team anyway this year. Oh, like I said, solely because the owner's daughter is gorgeous.
Lamar Hunt.
They were gifted
Gracie.
their last 2 games this year.
Gracie Hunt.
Yeah.
is-
And I don't like any of the
I
teams involved.
hate when flags.
Dude, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I definitely don't like the Eagles. But
Yeah.
I was like, once the Cowboys were out, which I expected, I went, okay, go Bengals, Ohio
Yeah.
team. And then when I saw that game, I was like, that's BS. And then when I saw the Super Bowl, I was like, okay, now I'm starting to get my tinfoil hat
Yeah,
on.
like now-
it's
Now they're
getting a
just
little
following the
sus.
script.
Yeah.
There is a whole thing about the NFL being scripted.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. My buddy.
It was like the
Same
day
thing.
after the Super Bowl. I was sharing memes about here's next year's Super Bowl like playoffs or whatever
Yeah.
bracket. Like, I was like, and I don't like I didn't want the Eagles to win, but when I was watching the game, I was like, the Eagles are dominating.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah, you didn't do good on that
So-
third down. Have another third down.
So obviously
You
this is
didn't do good on that
Oh,
third
you
down.
touched
Have
that guy.
another.
Pass
Have another
interference.
third down. We had 6 downs.
It's fine.
this is obviously they're staged photos. I mean, she is gorgeous.
Is that's the owner's
That's
daughter?
the owner's daughter.
Her right leg looks way thinner than her left in that picture.
So like this just her in some yoga pants and a sports bra. She's good looking. I like her.
Oh, she's good looking. I'll say that.
But there is
But I'm not going to root for a team because of someone's
that
daughter.
not
I
gonna
don't.
get credit back
That's
for
the thing.
eating
I don't
crackers.
give a shit about
I
either
also
one
don't
of
want
them.
to Google Jerry Jones's daughter because she's probably 86. So
I mean, there she is at the Super Bowl.
she's pretty, but
she's pretty.
That looks like a lot of
That's
makeup and a lot of
tinfoil
money.
hat.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
No, nothing wrong with it.
Because when she's ass up, face down, it ain't gonna matter.
I can't root for the Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes.
I love
brother.
watching Patrick Mahomes play because he is a phenomenal athlete. I don't know his brother.
Like his brother is a TikTok douchebag.
Oh, you can say that about Juju Smith-Schuster.
Same. Same.
You can say that about a lot of people, actually, but
There is a Patrick Mahomes meme that's out there
here's the thing.
with Kenny Powers.
yes, there is, and I've seen it and heard it, and there's one with him and. Did you see the one I shared with him and Kermit the Frog?
No.
Stop saying I sound like Kermit the Frog, like his tweet or something.
Hi-ho.
And it was Kermit the Frog, but somebody photoshopped his hair onto Kermit and sent it to him.
I'm trying to find it.
No, I don't. Here's the thing, though. I'm not going to judge a person by their family. Because I've got some family that I'd be like, yeah.
You shouldn't talk to me.
Like, you can judge me for me, but don't judge me by them.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
My favorite part about that is there's a couple like TikToks where Patrick Mahomes is in the TikTok, and you could tell he wants like it's
he wants
like,
nothing.
He's like just sipping a beer in the corner, and like his brother and Patrick Mahomes' wife are like doing the things, and he's just like, why am I? Just,
The only thing I know about, I didn't know he had a brother. The only thing I know about him is what he's done on the field.
Yeah,
And I try to keep my athletes in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know. I still to this day, if I met a Kardashian in person, I want to know it. I'd walk right past them.
I would do
I've
that even if I
seen
knew
them.
who they were. Hey, bitch.
But I would walk past them and not recognize them. Like I've seen them, but I've never allowed Jersey Shore. Never watched it.
Yeah.
I've seen memes. I've seen pictures, but in passing, if they were in a mall,
for the most part,
I mean, who goes to a mall anymore,
I'm
but,
exactly the same way.
my
Usually,
athletes, I want to be athletes.
Yeah.
I don't want to be political commentators.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be social justice warriors.
just go play the game.
Play the game, make your money. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Happy for you. Wish you were playing for me, maybe, or my team, not me, because I don't own a team and I'm poor white trash. But I try to keep quote unquote celebrities, which some of them are quote unquote celebrities for no reason, or a stupid reason, I should say.
Yeah.
They are for a reason, but a stupid one. But I keep them at arm's length. It's like you exist in this other realm. I don't want to know. There's a few celebrities I want to know a lot about. Keanu Reeves.
A few strippers, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves is fantastic.
Keanu Reeves I love because when you get a snippet of he did such a great thing for somebody.
Like I just saw a picture of
out of the media in
Right.
a way where he paid off somebody's mortgage, but nobody knows about it.
I just saw a video of him, like somebody like sitting on a subway, like holy shit, that's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. He's just like
sitting there-
being a person.
Right. He's sitting there and like a dude like gets on the train and he like shuffles over so the guy can sit down and he's sitting there and then a girl's like hanging onto the pole and he's like, hey, do you want
Gets
my
up
do you
and-
want my seat?
Yeah. He's a
like
genuinely
that's amazing.
good dude. Like
Yeah.
I have not many, but I have a few friends and family that make well into the six figures. Mm-hmm. But you would never know it. If they were in here today, they would be dressed like you and I. They would talk like you and I, which I don't know what y'all make, and I don't want to know.
I dress like a millionaire,
But,
so
well, what's it like to be rich?
it's amazing.
How much did that Adidas hoodie cost you from Walmart? Or was that
That's why I'm rich.
right?
Yeah.
That's the smart thing to do.
I didn't
mean,
get it at
well,
Walmart.
but
I
that's
got
what-
it at Kohl's.
I
I got it on eBay. For
I got it at the thrift
$5.68.
store on the 50% off.
Speaking of that, it's hard to see as somebody who is my age that Champion is a like
Making a comeback.
luxury brand now, and I'm like, dude,
And JanSport.
yeah, like
You used to
when-
get made fun of.
I'll be
JanSport
like-
was big when I was in high school. The backpacks.
I'd be like, man, when I went to school, like if you were wearing Champion shit, like
You were
you
poor.
were poor
were
as
poor as shit.
fuck.
I didn't even have Champion. I had like Chumpion,
Yeah, right. It's like
and I was wearing Husky jeans.
it's like two years ago, I went back home and was like in my mom's attic, and I found like a Champion sweatshirt, and I'm like, damn, if I bring this home right now, I'd be like, not only is
Baller.
it champion, it's like
It's huge.
It's like
OG.
vintage.
It's a
like
legit
vintage champion.
Legit vintage.
Okay, boomer.
Didn't get this in homage. This is legit.
No. Yeah, right.
So here's the audio from Patrick Mahomes when he's on Kimmel talking about, and it
Yes. I've seen
just
this.
transitions over to Kenny Powers.
I've seen this. It's so good.
So we started off. They actually threw a nice party for us at the hotel. The Chainsmokers came through. DJ Khaled came through. I had the goddamn Spoon Man from the Soundgarden videos coming to my shit.
No way.
Oh yeah, I'm talking 6 grills burning at all times. Tiki torches, 3 whole pigs, fucking shitloads of macaroni and cheeses, baked potatoes, collard greens, a horse, fucking Puerto Rican chicks showing their pussies and tits off everywhere. I mean, you can't beat that, man. That's every genre of music you need right there.
It just switches right back. So then I found the actual video where someone superimposed Kenny Powers' face on Patrick Mahomes
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
as he's doing that whole thing.
Kimmel thing.
Yeah, he's doing the Kimmel thing.
Macaroni and cheeses,
Macaroni and cheese it.
plural.
Oh, dude, that's the best.
I just got to find
When you
it.
got more than one cheese on your Mac,
Where's that fucking video? at?
tearing of
There's
the Mac.
so many videos I got to like scroll through on this goddamn Instagram thread. But he does it like he does that whole thing, but someone superimposed. Here it is.
Amazing.
Super Bowl
Super
bounding.
bounding down.
Last night, after the game, where do you guys go? You congregate, party, the whole deal?
Yeah, no. So we started off. They actually threw a nice party for us at the hotel. The
weird.
Chainsmokers came through. DJ Khaled came through. You can't
Technology's
beat that, man.
getting
That's every
creepy,
genre
man.
of
Yeah.
music you need
Like,
right
it is.
It's
there.
artificial AI and
we had a little after party after that as well. And you just get the guys together, man, and you just
LGBTQ,
celebrate. And then they actually
whatever.
got the plane ride home, and then I get one day off to get my rest, and then parade on Wednesday, Chiefs Kingdom. I'm ready to see you there.
That's so weird, man.
I know.
That's so weird.
It's so good.
Like you post, yeah, that gets posted, and people are like, "Did you see?"
Right.
Wow, Patrick Mahomes really looks like Kenny Powers.
That's weird.
So crazy. Anyway.
I
All right.
never watched Eastbound and Down, but
Oh, you need to watch that shit.
I mean, I've seen clips of it. I
Oh,
know
no.
the show as what it is. I know I need to watch. It's one of those things that, like, yeah, I'm going to watch that someday. You
I
know, it's
watched
like, I
it.
want to fix up those 17 rusty cars in my backyard
Right,
one
yeah.
day.
I watched it all pirated. It was so good.
That's how I'll watch
It
it.
was so good. Anyway,
Thanks, LimeWire.
this Handy and Schiller, once you add a little more Buffalo Trace to it, and knocks down the sweetness.
Or a lot more.
Or a lot more in my case, because it just
Delicious.
I'll say,
like-
I had literally like a splash of it.
fucking rubbed the clit and it squirted out.
Hey, Mom,
Jesus.
thanks for listening.
That's a thing that happens.
It
Oh,
happens.
geez.
It's
I don't want to know about it from my mom, though, and definitely not from your ghost mom.
but well, I didn't say anything
All
about
right.
a mom. I just said
Quick quiz:
it's good.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead, Mike. What do you got?
Florida or Ohio?
Oh, okay. We played this game before, but not
Florida.
with you, so let's go.
No, I mean, hold on. Ohio.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, flip a coin. You really. Former bachelor pad contestant survives getting her head run over by a truck.
Ohio.
Florida.
Oh,
Wow.
Man inherits 13,000 item clown collection from his father.
oh, Ohio.
That's 100% Ohio.
That's a
Florida.
damn.
What? That's like
You
serial
suck,
killer
Randy.
crap.
Naked man found hiding in neighbor's dryer.
I have to say Ohio because
I'm going to say Ohio because that Martell's done that in my dryer.
Correct.
yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All right.
That's the
That
most
second one-
terrifying inheritance ever.
Who the fuck wants a clown collection?
Well, first thing I thought was John Wayne Gacy.
13,000 items
No.
of clown.
The two things I thought when you said clown collection and 13,000 items was John Wayne Gacy, which, if somebody doesn't know, I'm sure you guys do, but
I was just at Bozo.
serial killer,
Bozo the clown.
used to play a clown, and Joe Dirt with his parents with all the clown figurines. And both I was like, okay, that's Florida man's crazy, but Ohio's redneck white trash.
Ohio's like weird,
and
crazy.
Jeffrey Dahmer is
Yeah.
from Ohio. So I was like, okay, Ohio.
Yeah, no, that sounds serial
Yeah, I was
killer.
like, that's where my brain went, was like serial killer.
Hmm.
Like 13,000 clown items.
That's a lot of.
That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
My wife hates clowns. Of course, she saw the original It when she was like 6 years old because her older cousins watched it.
I was about to say Stephen
Yeah,
King.
she's like-
Stephen King fucked up It.
To this day, she is not like, okay, if I see a clown at a fair or in a parade, I'm going to freak out. But she's like,
We've
not
had
in this
Halloween
house.
parties in the past, and I've threatened to mark all the way up our street with red balloons hanging from the
Oh,
sewer.
you should. I would do that on a daily basis, and I wouldn't even let the neighbors know. And I do it in the middle of the night when no one can see it. So
Just wake up
just wake up, there's some red balloons.
there's red
hanging there.
balloons everywhere.
and just like an old school.
I would literally just be
pair of
like-
galoshes next.
But see, that
next to
doesn't
the
that
sewer.
doesn't scare me. If I drove through this neighborhood and saw red balloons from every sewer, I'd be like, "Oh, somebody's having a birthday! Like, it's leading to the house. Follow the red balloons.
One red balloon out of the sewer.
99
no,
red
hard.
left balloons.
Just it. That's it. One red balloon out of the sewer.
That's literally it.
Yeah. They tried to redo. They tried to redo that song in English, and it was not as popular.
Oh, not at all. It's
No.
Nope.
99 red balloons.
Yeah. Nope. We want the weird German chick with the hairy armpits.
Yeah.
I want that version of the song. I don't know if I want the chick with the hairy armpits.
Doesn't bother me a bit.
That's fine. Teach their own.
Yep.
I don't like my armpits being overly hairy.
Yeah.
It's like ears. Like some things just shouldn't have excessive amounts of hair in them or a nose.
Like the bottom of your ball sack.
Yeah, you got to trim the hedges.
Tain't
a little
funny.
bit.
Yeah, it ain't funny at all.
It helps. It helps to get rid of that Famunda cheese.
Oh, I was just eating cheese.
Yes, you were Famunda.
So a rooster with a history of violence killed a guy in Ireland.
Most roosters, I feel like, have a history of violence.
Have you ever known a rooster to kill a grown human man?
Well, it depends. Have
yeah,
their spurs been?
Were there
Clipped?
spurs, or were there spurs? Did they add razor blades to
Yeah.
the
Look,
spurs?
guys,
Because
I
they
don't-
do that in cockfighting,
I
Yeah.
don't know if the rooster
which
was
is
a cowboy
different
or
than
not,
sword fighting.
But he didn't. In the pictures shown, there's no cowboy hats, so I don't know if he had boots with the spurs. The whole world
Well, it's
Was looking at
was
Yeah.
looking at him. So Corey O'Keefe tried to perform CPR.
Corey O'Keefe.
Corey O'Keefe tried to perform CPR as paramedics. I all my accents end up being bad British accents.
it's not even. That's just a bad American accent.
Fair enough.
Trying to be a
like a-
British accent.
I'm American.
That was from Utah. They raced the scene where Jasper Krause laid in a pool of his own blood.
Jasper Krause is not an Irish name.
No.
No, at all. He whispered softly, "Rooster." Then his eyes closed and his body slumped. Meanwhile, in the chicken coop, a cocky Brahma rooster
I see what you did there with cocky.
That's
Very nice.
I'm
Well
just reading the
done.
article.
Well done.
I can't take credit for this one. I'm just reading. Scratched about in a trail of red dirt leading to the house. It sounds like the scene out of a B-rated horror film, like Cocaine Bear, probably.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Cocaine Bear, Funko Pop's releasing Cocaine Bear Funkos.
Are
Shut
they
up.
really?
I've got one on order. I'm waiting for the next one to come up. I honest to God, I just had
I
that
never
up.
watched any Sharknado movie, but I feel like I really want to see Cocaine Bear because
Like, and
Cocaine
it's-
Bear is based on a true story.
But it's like it is,
But
but,
it's
it
gonna be
isn't.
really-
right. It's
yeah,
gonna
it
be
is,
like
but it isn't.
completely
It's-
sideways.
Like when I say based on a true story, quotes, 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 quotes.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
I've got the one with the leg already on order.
The one with the leg. I like they have to specify.
I am going to look at getting the bear with the bag of cocaine as the next one. I'm getting them both.
I thought so. You're just getting Burt Kreischer
Yeah.
Funko Pop.
Yeah,
The
basically.
bear with a bag of cocaine.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a scene out of a B-rated horror film, but these were events of a grisly death in Ballinasloe, Ireland. Patrick would probably yell at me and shake his head for how I pronounce that. Krause's
Yes.
daughter said that killing her father wasn't the rooster's first act of violence either. Okay, I haven't read this yet, if you guys haven't noticed.
No,
As
right.
We tend to.
That's fine.
I saw a headline that said Rooster killed a dude, and I was like,
Well, I'm gonna end this episode with my text messages from my Asian mistress who wants to show me her taco. So go ahead.
I mean, as a guy that worked on a horse-drawn farm and raised over 600 birds.
How do you horse draw a farm?
Oh no, the
Plowing.
horse. You put the paintbrush in the horse's mouth.
Oh, okay.
And it draws.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's one of those things.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of a different kind of
Yeah,
drawing. I
no.
was like, it's like
So Cross's daughter said it wasn't the first act of violence, and it also attacked her daughter.
Did it kill her daughter?
I don't know.
Just
We'll-
says attacked.
Okay. We'll find out. The rooster had apparently attacked Cross's leg and nicked an artery, causing him to bleed to death before paramedics arrived to save him. Okay, when I think of Irish dudes, I think of like the fighting Irish, the brawny dudes, the fisticuffs, drinking. Have you guys seen the film In Bruges?
oh
No.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the follow-up Roads of Insurin, I think it's called.
I haven't
No.
seen the new one.
The new one's not as good as In Bruges. It's weird, but it's
As opposed to
no. Like it's yeah. We'll talk
I just
afterwards.
think
but
of that
I'll spoil it,
fighter,
but-
that the ridiculous the guy
Notre
who's-
Dame guy.
No, the MMA fighter.
Conor
McDavid.
McGregor.
yeah, McGregor. Yeah, I just think of him.
McGregor,
That's like you think of scrappy dudes that just drink whiskey,
Just an asshole.
and you don't know how they make a living because
Eats potatoes and drinks whiskey.
except during the famine. Then
Proper
they come-
12. He has an Irish whiskey called Proper 12.
Not anymore. He sold it.
Did he sold it?
I think he was forced
Did
to
he
sell it.
sold it?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to call you out on it.
I mean, I'm
no.
pretty sure he was
But-
forced to sold it
Jesus.
to somebody else.
The coroner recorded the death as a misadventure and a dreadful event for the family. Imagine your tombstone being like,
He died from a cockfight.
Died,
Randy Martelle
died from too much cock.
died from a misadventure with a cock.
Cock killed him.
Please, if I die from something like that, died from misadventure from a cock. Or with
I don't
a cock.
think Beth will agree to that, but I will.
I tried to get Beth to put me in
We-
the bullets. but
We've got it on record that you
Yeah.
want that to happen.
I want to be cremated because screw paying for my body just to rot away in the ground.
That's what I want.
Cremate me and put me in bullets.
I don't even want that.
HolySmokes.com. You can be loaded into any round and your family can hunt with your ashes.
Just
I
put me on a boat and give me a Viking.
I told you I'd do that. It'll be in your pool, but I'll set you on fire.
I mean,
My wife has my instructions. I am to be cremated. And then wherever she wants to go on vacation, that's where I might want my ashes
Just-
spread. I want to go to Bali. That's where it's what Mike would have wanted.
yeah.
You're going to be cremated and dumped in like
That's fine.
East Palestine, Ohio.
I'm 100% sure that is not where she wants to go on vacation.
It's so lovely there.
Oddly enough, in February of 2021, there's another story of a rooster killing its owner with a knife. Plot twist.
Yes.
I haven't read this, so I have no clue. Okay, I'm reading this from notthebee.com, and it says, "Why did I cross the road? To get away from the rooster that was on the same side." That's the end of the article.
Jesus, that's it.
It doesn't say anything about how the rooster got a knife and killed somebody.
God damn, they are the worst. Not the bee is like the opposite of.
Not the Bee is a branch off of the Bee, which is a satirical site.
Well, the
But it
Babylon
reports-
bee is.
Babylon Bee.
Yeah.
Not the Bee is off of Babylon Bee. Babylon Bee is satirical. Not the Bee is satirical, but reports stuff that actually happened,
Yes.
and I love it.
They do some good stuff. Like the Babylon bee is the first time I saw the turtles in East Palestine, Ohio are
So funny.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
like craving pizza, and
Yeah.
so that was the first one, the first meme I saw, and then I like other people started cropping up on other sites with different tags on it. But let's say we're at 30-ish minutes. This is gonna be a shorter show. But today I got a text. I got two texts actually. So the first text I got was, "Mike, how's it going? Everything goes well."
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
And it's a younger Asian girl, not underage.
So they were calling you Mike.
yes.
Yes.
It's to me.
It was not me.
That's what I was like.
No. It's
not
not.
me
hold on.
representing an Asian woman.
It's
Okay.
it's to me, and it's a younger Asian woman in like a red dress. And I responded with, like, after a couple minutes, I'm like, "Hey, doing great. Can you send tacos?" And I got, The response was, "You aren't Mike." And I'm like, "Nope, but I like tacos." "Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misread the number. And red is spelled RAED.
Raid.
Misread the number." I said, "No worries. Can you send tacos anyway?" And I got, "Thanks for your kindness. I'm glad I got to know you." I responded with a taco emoji. Then I got, "I am Anna Grace. You can call me Anna. May I know your name?" I said, "I just want tacos."
You should have said, "My name's Taco."
Hold on. At the same time this is happening, so the number for this, so anybody feel free to call this number, text them. It's 503.
Hold on.
Okay.
Mike wants to do it live.
All right.
He's like, "Hey, I heard you got tacos."
503
770
770
8296. By the FTC regulations, you're not supposed to hand out people's phone numbers, but fuck them, they're spam. So
There's regulations for passing out phone numbers?
yeah, that's why 8675309 was the last phone number that was ever released publicly in a song. That's why everything is now in movies and videos and everything else 555.
I just texted them and it just said, "You have tacos?" Question mark.
Awesome. So
Heard you deliver tacos. That's Portland, Oregon area code.
yeah, well, the next one is a 530 number. So, "Hey, Anna here. How are you, Mike? I send you my picture right now. It's the same girl in a different dress. The same Asian girl in a different dress." And I didn't respond. As I'm driving here, I got, "Are you busy now?" I said, "Yes. Do you have tacos?" She goes, "I'm Anna. Aren't you Mike?" And I sent a picture because I was fucking around with AI graphics today during Harley's basketball game.
Of course. Instead of watching your daughter play basketball.
Oh, no. This is in between halves and stuff. So the description I gave for AI to generate tacos for me was insanely detailed portrait photograph of beautiful tacos and hot dogs in wraps, has curly orange cheese and a dirty mustache smear. Ultra detailed, lacy white wrapper, symmetrical buns, golden yellow shell, meat, soft features, deep colors, full moon, lighting glow background, shadows, breathtaking fantasy core artwork by Android Jones,
Holy crap.
Jean-Baptiste Mogg, Alberto Save, Aaron Hansen, Jeremy Mann, intricate photography, a masterpiece, 8K resolution, artisan, Unreal Engine 5, CG Society, Octane Photography, sharp focus. This is what I got.
Yeah, I want that. I want those.
Doesn't that look good?
I would eat those.
It looks pretty goddamn
Hold on.
good.
That's AI. See it closer? That's
that's
AI generated?
That's AI generated tacos. There's no hot dogs in that photo. Yes.
100% would eat.
100% would eat that.
That looks like it.
So-
yeah, that looks like a.
They may have just said,
habaneros
they
or
may have just pulled.
legit
They may
Mexican
have pulled that
tacos.
off the internet. That's fine.
So
I
AI,
would still eat it.
this is the AI application I use for graphics. There it is. It's right there. I save that photo. I send it and they said, "I'm Anna, aren't you Mike?" I sent that photo and said, "Nope, just want to see tacos." Show me your tacos. Here's mine. And I sent that. And they responded with, "I like it." I'm like, "Show me yours."
Oh, no.
"I think this number is my friend Mike." I'm like, "It's not. I'm sorry. I must have misread the number. Hope you're not upset." I'm like, "Nope. I just love tacos and I want to see your taco. If you don't mind, can I know your name? I'm Anna." I said, "It's Tacos." TA space COS. "Can I see your taco?"
Strangely enough.
"Our name is Tacos? I don't have tacos." I'm like, "Yes, my name is Ta. You don't have tacos?" And I haven't heard anything since.
So you that whole long AI description of tacos you gave
Yes.
at your daughter's basketball game.
Yes.
And I just picture a guy sitting in the bleachers right above you, looking down and being like, "What the?"
Well, that would be accurate, except I was sitting up against the wall.
Okay.
But what I
Safe.
did was I grabbed. So I'll show you the description that I grabbed from. So here's the photo. This is This is an AI generated photo.
Okay.
Okay. I took the description from this.
Looks like a woman with red hair.
It's a woman with red hair and a lacy
like
bra.
Jessica
Bra.
Yeah. So here's the description.
Yeah, like it's IRL Jessica Rabbit.
Yes. So, insanely detailed portrait photograph of a beautiful woman in rags. She has curly orange hair and a dirt smear, ultra detailed face, lacy white clothes, symmetrical eyes, silver circlet, cleavage, soft face, deep colors, full moon lighting, glow background, shadows, breathtaking, fantasy core artwork by, and I went through the
So
whole thing.
you replaced woman with tacos.
Fuck yes, I did. Yes, I literally just grabbed the first image and I said, I want whatever.
Oh, it's like a
There's
Discover thing.
yeah, there's so many.
I'm just saying so people listening.
Yeah, there's
So
so
you
many
clicked
more,
on an AI
more
picture. You grab the caption of what made that picture and just replace woman with tacos
tacos and hot dogs.
and hot dogs.
Yes,
Hot dogs.
Hoot dogs.
hot dogs.
HUTDOG.
So I did the same thing before though. So and I just grabbed the whole thing and I only replaced one word. And instead of woman, I put alien.
Oh no.
And it generates 4 images.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
see
here's
where
the
they-
first image. So
It's like
all that
Third Eye Taco.
third eye just kind of. Well, I mean, I think they pulled the dude from Instagram because his
The weird
areolas
nipples.
with the big ass fucking nipples. So
that's from last show. If you haven't heard,
yeah, so this is from, and all I did was just replace it with alien. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how the hell did you get from like that great AI image
to that weird stuff,
to this?
it's art, man.
Well, then I did
all
it again.
subjective.
I did it again, and I changed it to alien woman in rags, and got this macrame bullshit.
What is that?
That's the thing. Like it's
That looks like an album cover for a really bad.
like a shitty Pink Floyd cover band,
Yeah.
or someone who's really high on mushrooms.
I want the tacos. I like the tacos
So-
the best so far.
So then I did
I mean, that
that.
redhead fake woman was kind of nice, but
Well, then I tried to like get it to enhance and like work
I'm
on
going to end
that.
up getting Taco Bell, and it's not going to be the same.
Well, I tried to work on that. So then I changed it. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm done with this. So I just said insanely detailed portrait photograph of a beautiful hot dog in rags, has curly orange hair and a dirt smear, and like went through the whole thing. It did not give me a hot dog. It gave me a woman.
Whoa, that's
So redheads are hot dogs.
Apparently,
AI
vernacular
vernacular.
that with curly red hair, if you say a hot dog, it still gives you a woman. This one looks like she's been stitched together like Frankenstein.
Oh no, that's
that's
very,
a Nightmare
that's
Before
Corpse
Christmas.
Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And
Yeah.
this bitch looks like she crawled out of the sea.
The first one though, I think the Rube would date.
Yes, because she's
But has she been hugged?
Fair,
Probably not.
Fair question. Probably not.
probably not. So that's occasionally I just
She looks
go-
like the kind of woman I would punch through a double pane wired window for.
So I haven't heard back from my suitor yet on my tacos.
I have not received a return text.
But I will say,
Just wait till this episode releases.
If
Please,
they-
everybody, text that number and ask if they have tacos.
well, and so
and
here's
let us know that you did so.
and here's the other number is 530-346-0772. And if they're spoof numbers, I'm sorry if you own that number, but this is just
Nope.
funny as hell.
Doesn't matter.
But if they had asked for an address to send tacos to, I was giving them your address.
If I get tacos in the mail, I'll save it for the next podcast.
Because if tacos had showed up, if
Throw them in
someone
the fridge.
had DoorDash some tacos here based on a stupid fucking
Dude, how
like,
fun.
text
Like,
message,
even just talk about tacos,
I
would have been like, that's amazing. Yeah, DoorDash just shows up.
Tacos for Mike.
I've been like,
Mike.
I'm Mike.
I'm Mike. That's
So anyway, all right. So overall, if you're gonna buy a bottled, pre-made old fashioned, try to find out what it's made with and add extra of that.
I would say sip it first,
Try it, but you're gonna want to add
but
extra.
yeah, you're probably going to want to add
If
something to
you're-
it.
If you tend towards sweeter things, it's going to be fine.
It's gonna be fine if you wanted a good balance. Like this is it's
And even if you don't cut it with another bourbon, if you cut it with ginger ale or just
Or
a splash of
something.
water or
Yeah.
something. It needs to be cut.
Ginger ale might be
it
nice.
needs, like, in my opinion, it needs to be cut. But definitely, if you find this Handy and Schiller, grab it.
If you can get yourself a Handy, go for it every time.
Go for it every time. But this Handy and Schiller is really good. It's really good neat without cutting it with anything else. It's just a little sickly sweet for me.
It is. And I got a sweet tooth, but
Yeah.
it's candy
So
sweet.
it definitely needs to be cut with something else. So cut it with
Yep.
something else. Get yourself a bottle of that. And they kind of did knock it out of the park. I mean, I give that a 3.5, just based on what it is. And then I
How
give
much
it,
is that?
It was $40.
Is it? Yeah, it's like a $40 bottle.
$39.99.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good for being, if you want to be lazy and have an old fashioned.
Oh, absolutely. For that, yeah. If you
Yeah.
don't want to put the
The work into
into
it.
doing it yourself,
100%.
I mean, you could take that.
like when Martell
Pour
makes
that-
an old fashioned, it takes like 10 minutes because he like shaves the
fucking
orange
shave an
peel
orange
and
peel.
smokes
Oh, yeah,
the
no, I do all
glass
the
and-
things, yeah.
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 But you could take that, throw that on ice in a mixer and cut it with something else, put a smoke hat on it, smoke it,
It's fine.
shake it up, throw a cherry in a glass, pour it over a ball of ice. You got yourself.
I would say even just the orange and the cherry might do it.
It
You would
might.
probably need a little bit more.
the cherry will probably sweeten it up more than.
I would say I'd
than
probably leave the
necessary.
cherry out and do the orange.
But the orange would be good. But throwing a cherry in there, like I think I'm overdoing it with the cherries that you gave us, because I'm like I just take a scoop out and just throw the whole thing in. I'm like, ooh, this is so overly sweet.
yeah.
I used a little bit of that cherry juice that you gave us, and I made a gin and tonic with a little bit of that. And it was so good.
Okay.
They're
Because
good.
I
but I'm
put it
just
in
like,
a thermos copper lined glass with the lid.
a Stanley.
Basically I made a gin and tonic, put some of that cherry juice in, shook it up. Oh,
That'd be
That's
good.
that was it.
That sounds
I
good.
just sipped on it slowly for hours, like just enjoyed it. It was just good.
That's what I need to start doing that more. Like I had 3 drinks last night. Each one took me about an hour to drink, so I enjoyed them.
Shit.
But holy shit! Like this morning, like I woke up, my head was just like, and I don't know if it was from just we did charcuterie boards for dinner last night, so I don't know if it was just the combination of everything. Plus, I typically drink wine with charcuterie boards, not whiskey.
I broke all the cardinal rules last
But
night.
fuck.
I grilled last night, so I had the old Fat Tire, because if people haven't realized, Fat Tire has changed their recipe.
Yep.
So I had the old Fat Tire, and then I had a new Fat Tire,
Ooh.
and then I had 2 glasses of wine, and then I had the old fashioned.
My God.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm
I
fine
I wouldn't
this
sleep on
morning.
a couch.
I just didn't get enough sleep last night. It's my problem.
I went from like 90 proof to 130 proof back to 100 proof.
Yeah, I did like 7% or 5% to like 14% to like 40 some
Yeah.
odd percent.
Let's
I
call
worked
it-
my way
All
up.
right, we
called
all
a build-up.
Stair stepped.
we're all doing well.
Yeah. We're
Thanks for
all
listening. We're
fucking alcoholics.
fine.
It's-
Everything's fine.
Thanks for coming here for your health tips. Your self care and wellness
I am-
information station.
not a doctor. Anyway, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Insta, Google, Tweetstagram.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks
Shout
for
out
joining.
to the Rube.
Handy and Schiller.
I might just shout out the Rube every episode.
You
from
can
here on
shout
out.
out the Rube every,
Rube.
That
every
dude.
episode.
I wish I lived to at least just to be at one game the Rube played where
I
he was
will
pitching.
Fucking tackle a walrus.
Yeah, there are days
And
where I
And
Right
wish
him
a
in the
fire
face.
truck went by and he just bolted. Like that.
There's a fire station at the end of the street.
Imagine that
Like,
happening.
I'd never see that guy.
Imagine going to see the New York Yankees, and then the pitcher just being like hearing a siren after
he's
after
gone.
after already leaving the mound to go pet a puppy, and then a siren goes by and he just takes off like he hops left field.
Hey.
Which is harder these days, I imagine, the back then because stadiums are huge. But he hops the fence and just takes off.
whatever. I would have been like,
Plus, apparently, and there's not many stories about it, but allegedly he was a drinker. I want the Rube on our show. Let's go dig him up. I got to find where he's buried.
full. Yeah, whatever.
Let's dig up the Rube.
You go figure that out, and you can check us out on all of the
Instagram,
podcast
Instagram.
platforms.
Yep. And Podbean and
Yeah.
iTunes and
Spotify.
Google
For
Play.
Michael and Randy, I'm Martell. We're out.
Okay, bye.
Bye.